The weak version of me died, and with it went every piece of me that once allowed disrespect, betrayal, and silent suffering. That part of me tolerated things it should never have tolerated. That part of me forgave those who never asked for forgiveness, those who didn't deserve it, those who saw my kindness as weakness. That version of me is gone forever. The old me believed in second chances. The old me believed that loyalty would be returned if it was given. The old me carried patience like it was armor, but patience in the wrong hands is nothing more than a chain. That weak version thought love could change liars, thought trust could heal betrayal, thought silence could soften cruelty. But all it did was let people dig deeper wounds. That me no longer exists. I buried that version quietly, without announcement, without warning. I buried it because it was never going to protect me. I buried it because it was never going to carry me into the life I deserved. From that grave, something else rose, something colder, something sharper, something that no longer forgives. This version doesn't explain itself. This version doesn't beg. This version doesn't chase after people who already proved they could walk away. I learned the hard way that explanation is wasted on the deaf, begging is wasted on the heartless, and chasing is wasted on the ones who never cared. Pain didn't break me. Pain built me. It shaped me into something unrecognizable from who I once was. Every sleepless night, every scar, every disappointment layered steel onto my bones. Betrayal didn't end me. Betrayal educated me. It stripped away illusions, taught me the truth about people, taught me the truth about loyalty, taught me that words are cheap, but actions never lie. Your doubt didn't weaken me. It fueled me. Your hate didn't destroy me. It trained me. Every whisper against me, every laugh behind my back, every dagger in the dark. It was all part of the process. You thought you were breaking me, but you were building me into something far beyond your reach. I owe no closure to those who used me. I owe no conversation to those who betrayed me. I don't owe anyone a soft ending after they gave me sharp beginnings. Closure is a gift, and I don't hand it to those who never gave me honesty. I don't reopen doors I had to burn. Fire was my final answer, and the ashes remind me why I never go back. If you wanted mercy, you should have chosen honesty. If you wanted forgiveness, you should have chosen loyalty. If you wanted peace, you should have chosen truth. But you didn't, and now the weak me is dead. The version that would have handed out forgiveness like candy, that version that would have excused your lies, is buried forever. And the one standing here now will never die the same death twice, because once you know what betrayal feels like, you never let it blindside you again. Once you know the taste of being broken, you never allow anyone close enough to shatter you the same way. Once you learn what silence can do, you realize silence can be the loudest weapon. This version of me is colder. Not because I hate the world, but because I finally understand it. This version of me is sharper. Not because I want to hurt, but because I refuse to be hurt again. This version of me is unforgiving. Not because I'm cruel, but because forgiveness is what chained me to my suffering, and I'll never let those chains lock around me again. I know what people say about change. They think you should stay soft, stay gentle, stay open. But the truth is, softness in front of wolves is suicide. Gentleness in front of liars is a death sentence. Openness in front of betrayers is an invitation to be used again and again. I refuse. That weak version of me is gone, and in its place stands someone unshakable. I no longer seek validation. I no longer seek understanding. I no longer waste time trying to prove my worth to those who couldn't see it from the start. If you didn't value me when I was silent, you don't deserve me now that I'm loud. If you didn't stand with me when I was weak, you don't get to stand with me now that I am strong. So if you see me now and wonder why I don't forgive, why I don't answer, why I don't come back, understand this. The version you once knew doesn't exist anymore. You killed it with your lies. You buried it with your betrayal. You burned it with your cruelty. And now all that's left is the storm you created. This version doesn't forget. This version doesn't bend. This version doesn't forgive. And if you thought I was dangerous when I was weak, wait until you see what I've become now. The weak version of me died, and the one standing here now will never die the same death twice. If you've ever felt the same, if you've ever been broken and forced to rise stronger, let this remind you. You don't need to go back. You don't need to explain. You don't need to forgive. Let the weak version of you die and rise into the version that cannot be broken again. And if this spoke to you, share it. Someone out there needs to hear this tonight. Someone out there needs to be reminded that their weak version can die too, and from it, they can be reborn stronger, sharper, and unshakable. Subscribe for more, because your rebirth starts now.